First of all, Eid Mubarak to everyone who is celebrating, and I'm so happy with you. Now, in these Eid holidays, I hope you enjoy with your family and things like that. But if you are in US, if you are in Canada, anywhere where you have time to use this Eid, I'm here to share with you. You can actually use this 6 to 8 hours time. And right now, my students are doing it. I want to share something that we are actually doing it. Right now, for last 5 hours, students are doing 180 question answers. You see, at the last day of the batch, we do 180 question answers, and this is exactly what is happening right now in the class. They have already solved 120, they had their last break, and now they are solving the last 60 question. So this is something what we do in our classes. You need to understand this, how big this thing is. I get a student yesterday, he joined the program. Unfortunately, he joined some other useless training organization. He failed it. And when I asked him, how did you manage time in your exam? He told me they never even I asked him like which simulator you are using. Like there are so many good simulator outside in the market. Of course, my simulator is the best simulator, but let's say there are other simulator. They are comparative to our simulator. I asked him which one you used, and he shared with me. It has taken my mind away here. He did not even know the time management, and he has never solved even a single question. He has never solved even a single question with the time box. Okay, so this is something I want to share with you what is happening in my class right now. Okay, so you see, exam, if we talk about the exam itself, exam is 180 question answers, right? And you have 3 hours 50 minutes, also known as 230 minute, 60 questions, then 10-minute break, then 60 question, then 10-minute break, and this. So 60, 60, 60. There are three patterns in the exam that you need to work into that. First 60 question, then the next 60 question, and then like the last section. There is one timer that is running there. You need to manage the time of your exam. You need to manage the time how the exam is moving. You need to manage that thing. In between that time, you need to work into that way, right? This is the exam timer. So you do it yourself, you join in my program. One thing you need to do for sure, you need to do mocks on a simulator with the time box. Now, if you are just starting preparation, if you don't even have that, I'm not talking about that, but you should get a simulator where you are not able to stop the time. This is an important thing I want to share here, where you are not able to stop the timer. Why that is necessary, and why I would even consider you to having that pattern simulator. There's a reason behind that. You see, if you stop the timer on your simulator, you are doing a mocks and you stop the timer, then what will you do? Like just like Udemy, you go to the break, you take long breaks and things of other nature, right? And as a result of that, you will not be moving quickly, you will not be moving fast enough that is needed for your exam. Let me make it very clear. There are three things in the exam. There are three things in the exam that we need to develop for muscles. The first and the most important thing, you need to understand the content. Okay, you need to understand the content of the exam. So let me walk you through it. The three most important thing to clear PMP, and I wouldn't say there is anything else. If you cover this, you cover the entire thing of your exam. These are the three most important things, three things I would say to pass the PMP
These are the
exam.
three most important things.
The first thing, you need to understand the content. Like when I say content, I want to say every single thing that is in the PMP, in the PMP exam content outline. Like of course you need to know how to manage stakeholders. You need to know how to manage communication. You need to know how to manage team, risk, quality, procurement, what are scope, schedule, cost baseline. How do you combine them? Integration, and very important, agile. This is the first and the most important thing. You need to know the content. If you don't know the content, then anything else is not gonna matter. Because if you don't know the content, how you are gonna even give the exam? Okay, the content is king here. You need to know the content here. Once the content is done, the next thing is you need to know how to solve the question answers. Now, before I move further on, how the question can be, hey Amir, okay, I heard you what you are saying. I need to understand the content. How can I learn the content? Now there are various ways. Depending upon your learning style, how do you prefer to consume knowledge? You can understand or you can master the content joining a PMI authorized training partner trainings. You can master the content uh, by joining my program. You can master the content through Udemy courses. You can master the content through various mechanisms. Whatever works for you. The goal here is that you master the content, and I want to share with you that mastering the content is the key here. You need to master that. Once you master the content, you will be able to better equip into doing that thing. So you know the content, you master the content. So put in the chat box, if you are preparing for PMP, where would you put, where at which level your content is? Do you master the content, or you are just starting it? At which level, or you are gonna put your content level? Okay, so uh, yeah. So if I share my screen here, okay. So at which level your content is now? When your content is there, you understand the content. The next thing, a very important things comes, is how to solve PMP questions. I need to understand how I can solve the PMP question. What are the different ways in which the question can be solved? When I solve PMP question, there is always a way that I always say 7-step formula. Okay, we always talk about 7-step formula. There's a procedure that I want you to follow if you are preparing for PMP, and I call it 7-step formula. Why do I call it a 7-step formula? Because it is 7 step. First step is you need to slow down. This is very critical. Today, one of the student of batch 4, which is going to start on 18th April. Now, this is a very interesting thing. The batch is starting on 18th of April. Already, I guess 22 people have enrolled, if I'm not wrong, 22 or 29. I need to check. But they have enrolled, and today batch 3 is ending. I have asked them. This is how beautiful my program is. I have asked them yesterday. They joined the mind map exercise today. Right now, people are doing 180 question, and batch 4, which is gonna start. They are even doing those question answers. They're even in that question answers. One of the student in batch 4 is someone who failed in the exam 2 times. He joined it, and I was working with him. I gave him a special thing, like what I do in a one-to-one program. That's a $5,000. I basically started his preparation before he's doing question answers. So I saw he did a question that violated step number one. Right? Which is step number one? Slow down. So he did 60 questions in 55 minutes, and he got 69%, which shouldn't be the case. He should get 80% in that pattern mock. This is the important thing to understand here. Every mock is different, every mock has a different dynamics, and I need to understand what is the value of that mock. So he should have gotten 80% in that pattern mock, but he only got 69%. When I asked him, share me the time management, and he shared, hey Amir, I did it in 55 minutes. And here I saw a violation of rule number one. Rule number one, violated. You need to slow down. You need to slow down. This I cannot put more emphasis. I'm highlighting into it. You need to slow down. In order to master PMP, in order to master PMP question answers, you need to slow down. This is critical for your exam preparation. Okay, when you slow down, your brain start working, you start visualizing, and then you start working into that. Very important. Slow down. Rule number two, you need to identify in which process groups are you. Initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, and control closing. Like there are only three things that happens in initiation. In plannings, we plan 18 plans we made. In execution, we work, we do variance analysis. In the monitoring and control, we are planning and checking with plan with actual, where do we stand, how much we can improve, what are the changes there are, what are the changes there. So we discuss the entire thing that we cover in content, right? That is of course covered in the content part of the program. So initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, control, closing. We went to the five process group, we looked into that, we understand them. Now this is the rule number one. Rule number one, slow down. Rule number two, you need to know in which process group you are, because there are different things that you will be doing in there. How would you know that? Content you need to master. By the way, one of the way of mastering the content is, it depends again, what are you doing, which content you are following. But this booklet, this book, Pathway to PMP, which is available at Amazon, you can buy it for 25 to $30, like less than a dinner. Or this booklet for a cup of coffee, $19. You can buy e-copy from Amazon, or you can buy it from me, whatever you want. That can give you a content area. Are you in initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and control, and closing? Where are you actually? Okay. Rule number two is done. Then we go to rule number three. Rule number three, are you in agile or are you in predictive life cycle? Where are you? If you are in agile, the things will be different, and you can easily tell you are in agile or predictive depending upon the question answer. The question is asking things of those nature. This is very critical. Things or question will change depending upon that. If you are in agile, you will be doing different things. If you are in predictive, you will be doing different things. So are you in agile project or are you working in a predictive project? Which project has which dynamics, how that project is going to help, how this is gonna put for you. So agile or predictive project, I need to know. Okay. Rule number four. Rule number four. And rule number four is basically read the last line, especially if the question is more than three liners. Now this actually helps you to avoid all mumble jumble that is being said in the question and go directly to the content. Instead of wasting your time, instead of thinking, oh, I am lost in the question, go to the last line. 90% of the time, 90% of the time, last line will be the question. Last line will be something that you need to go straight forward, work into and identify it. So why not directly go to the last line and solve the option? That can be very helpful. This is rule number four. Then rule number five. Rule number five, what is your role? Normally you are a project manager, but here you need to know your role. You can be a team member also in the question. Rule number six, use elimination technique. Now, if you don't do anything and you just use this thing, if you don't do anything, if you just use elimination technique, you will be good to go. Elimination technique is you go through every single option, option A, option B, option C, option D. You justify why this option is right, why this option is wrong, why this option is right, why this option is wrong. Again, this goes back to that mindset that you need to slow down. The reason being, most of the time people feel that I'm running out of time. Yeah, you are not going to run out of time. I'm going to talk about time management in a while. You are not going to fail in the exam. You need to follow this thing, elimination technique. Okay, go through option A. Sorry, go through option A. If it looks like right, mark it. Then you must go to B. You don't select and move forward. Again, slowing down. Then go to option C. Go to option D. Most of the time in the PMP exam, two options are right. Two options are right in the PMP exam. I need to choose which option is right. Okay, maybe it is possible A is right, but D is more right. But and at the end of the day, D becomes the right answer. But if you don't go through both all four options, you will not pick it. So it is critical that I go to all the option and then pick the right answer and select it. Okay, elimination technique very important. Rule number 7: whenever you are solving, use eliminate. Sorry, mark keywords. You see, in the PMP exam, with your mouse, you can actually just like this highlight it. You can highlight the things, right? You will have the ability. What does this pen does? Okay, you can highlight this thing just like this pen. You can highlight. Okay, so this will actually help you in that thing. Highlight those keywords. Those keywords can help you work into that way. So highlight in your exam keywords, because those keywords are gonna help you a lot. Now, bonus rule. This bonus is actually more important than all of them. But this bonus is for your preparation and, of course, not for your real exam. Do the root cause analysis of every single question. Every single question, you need to do root cause analysis. What do I mean by root cause analysis? Root cause analysis means you go through every single question, identify what is right or wrong, and put it in the Excel file. I cannot emphasize the importance of root cause analysis, but root cause analysis actually give you a head start. Root cause analysis give you a freedom to work into PMP preparation. Root cause analysis is the single reason why you don't have to read any book in my program, and we actually go to into such a depth in our program in doing this root cause analysis. So two things we have covered. First, you need to know the content. Second, you need to know how to solve PMP question. And third, you need to do time management. The sequence is critical here. First, this number one priority. Once this is done, then this is number two priority. Once this is done, we do this thing. Most of the time, people mess up in preparation. They take more time. They take the what is the right word? They take the sequence in an opposite direction. You cannot take the sequence in the opposite direction. The sequence has to be in this way: content, question answers, time management. Content, question answers, time management. So I master the content. Once I have gone through the content in whatever way, like mind map can be a way, but I know the content. Like there are so many ways I use for content. If I put it there, I can use it. So you can go through videos. Content, you can go to live classes, in person or virtual. You can read books if you want to. You can read booklet, mind maps, audios, flashcards, flowcharts. I can go on it. But there are so many ways to skin a cat. There are so many ways to work to identify to master the content. Goal is master the content. Once you master the content, now for time management, I started this discussion with this thing. Get a good simulator, okay, where you cannot stop time. Cannot stop time. The reason being, exam is 230 minutes in three parts: part A, part B, part C. Part A, question number 1 to 60, 61 to 120, 121 to 180. And this is the timer. After 60 question, you have 10-minute break. After 120 question, again you have 10-minute break. Okay? And this after this you get a survey. Even before 60 questions, you get 7-minute tutorial. You get 7-minute tutorial and this is survey. 230 minutes is for this part. For this part. Okay. So what I recommend, out of 230, spend 80 minutes in this part, then 75 minutes in this part, and 75 minutes this part. But you cannot magically just spend time on that. You need to have a plan for it. You need to have a formulation into that. You need to have practice into that. What we do in the class. Okay, first in the 6 days, our class is like 18th, 19th, 20th April, then 25, 26, 27th. We cover fundamental topic, agile topic. We do questions of fundamental 18, agile 50 questions. Now, these are not time box. Then stakeholder 38, communication 50, team 50, then risk 50, quality 50, procurement 50, scope, schedule, cost 50, 50, 50, integration, closing 50 plus 25, 50 and 25. These are all the question number for each individual topic that the students are solving. Now the content is given immediately after the content. I'm not waiting for 1 month that you solve the question answers. Then immediately after the content you are solving question answers without timer. Important thing, I did mention the simulator you should get with timer, but I'm violating my own rule. Yes, and just stay with me for 2 3 minutes and you will understand why I'm violating this rule. You see, what were the sequence? First content, second question answers, third time management. That was the real sequence. Okay, content, this is the formula here. Content, PMP, question answer, time management. I am giving you a content and immediately you are solving question answers. I'm not focused on the third part. Again, that is the last sequence to be done at the end, guys, not now. So when you are solving this question and on the last day, like today, as the team is doing, we solve 180 complete mock in the same way as the exam is done. Now the students have done the all the practice. They have done this thing. Now what will happen? Now for next 2 weeks, four time Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. We will be solving question answer session, live question answer session, so that they can master the question answers. Again, without timer, we are mastering the question answer, question. Once this is done, now they are done with all the topics. They are done with the question answer. I'm gonna give them a PMP simulator with timer. A lot of questions there, a lot of questions there. Now they are solving question answers with timer. They are solving question answer where they cannot take break. If they are solving 60 question, if they are solving 60 question answers, they are given 75 minutes, they cannot take break. If they are solving 180 question answers, they are given 410 minutes. Oh, sorry, 250 minutes, that is 404 hours and 10 minutes with 10 minutes break. They can, if they want to go to washroom, if they want to take a call, they have to take in a break. So this actually prepare them. We give them six of those mocks, and this actually prepare them for the real exam. When they go for the real exam, they are already prepared for that thing, right? So this program, the program that we offer here, is something that I'm really proud of. The reason being, every single step in the program is handcrafted. It develops. Of course, you will get 35 videos, right? That's a given thing. You will get live plus recording training. You will get certificate, 35 video certificate. You will get my PMP question bank without timer. Then you will get PMP simulator. You will get flashcards, updated flashcards. You will get pathway to PMP, PMP booklet, 70 tips and tricks. You will get 7-step formula booklet. You will get cheat sheets. You will get PMP marathon. Like I'm just saying things that we are getting here. Did I put mind map? No. You will get mind map. You will get templates of all the processes. You will get journey booklet, PMP in 2 hours. Like I can go on, go on, go on. All these contents are there. And if I go to the individual price of each thing, this goes up to $30,000. But the most important thing for which I am proud of my program, the most important thing, the most critical part of the programs are not those things. The most critical part is that I make a customized roadmap. The roadmap that works according to your requirement, right? How much time you can spend on daily basis? Are you willing to give 4 hours daily, or you are willing to give 2 hours daily, or you are willing to give 1 hour daily? What is your schedule, yaar? What is your schedule? And depending upon your schedule, I'll make a roadmap that works for you. Now this is a very important thing. You give a roadmap that is for you, but I don't leave the roadmap here. On daily basis, there will be a daily follow up with a dedicated coach that will be working with you, making sure you stay alive. Yeah, that's very important. A dedicated coach plus my follow up, both side follow up. He's doing the follow up, I'm doing the follow up, and the goal is that we stay with you, we work with you, we make sure that you stay aligned into that way. A dedicated coach is working with you, guiding you along the way. Then every week, 4 question answer session that we will be working with you. 4 question answer session, solving the question, understanding them, guiding them along the way. You will get PMP community. You will get PMP community. That is 24 hours available for you. You will get the PMI cloned exam questions. As a PMI premier trainer, I get that. You'll get final mocks. This is made by certified PMP. Final day material. This is not for sale. This is only part of the program. And final call. And you will clear exam, and then we will share your journey. If you go to my channel, you will see daily I will share the success journey of one person. I have at least 50 more to upload it. I upload only one at a time. All this thing is the part of the program. All this thing is the part of the program. Every single student who have enrolled in the program, they have received this content, and they have cleared PMP, and they have moved into a long way. Now the thing is, it all comes down to this, like how I make a customized roadmap. The customized roadmap is made on the basis of this, that one is greater than zero. What do you need? What do you actually need for your PMP preparation? So if you feel okay, Amir, I am ready for role for you. I trust you. I trust your process. I have heard enough. If you have heard enough, enroll in the link I have shared, and I will personally make sure. I will personally make sure that you become certified project management professional in the minimum possible time. In the minimum possible time, you become certified project management professional. This is something that I am really proud of, and this is something that I really loved into that way. And by the way, for those who are watching, my birthday just started. It is 31st March back at home in Pakistan. So happy birthday to me also. So thank you very much everyone who are joining, and I hope you become certified PMP. And if you do, I'll make sure that you do it in the minimum possible time. This is something I'm proud of. And this is something I want to work with. I am the best PMP trainer in the world. I want to help you. So help me to help you in achieving your dream of becoming PM. With that, Assalamu alaikum, namaste, sat sri akal. Good morning, good evening, good night. Happy birthday to me, and happy Eid to you wherever you are celebrating. Bye bye, guys. So good to see you. I have listened entirely. Very useful. So Suhaib, Sayyid Muhammad, I would love not you just listen, you take action, contact with me. Let me make you PMP. Bye bye.
I would have not been able to clear the exam if Amir Ali would have not been there. I would have not been.
I did not believe that I will be able to clear my PMP within a month.
I don't know what to say actually. Like I'm kind of like really
And I
trembling.
got my results and I was above target in all three categories.
Wow.